And now your insider facts, brought to you by Palm Coast and the Beaches Real Estate.
Hi, this is Kat with Palm Coast and the Beaches Real Estate. And today I have Brad Thomas of Auburn Homes with us. Hey, Brad.
How's it going?
Good. I asked Brad to come here today because he is what is called a true custom home builder in Flagler County. And a lot of times when we are meeting with our clients, they want to know what really defines a true custom built home. So Brad, since this is kind of your area of expertise, I thought that you would be the best person to go to and ask and get a good answer.
Okay.
What defines a true custom home?
True custom home is something that it's like no other. We've never built two houses the exact same way. Even having a model and having customers come into that model, and they like a lot of the same things, but they always want to make something unique for their exact home. So, so every single house is going to have its own little details and stuff, so that the customer can call it their own custom home.
Okay, so if you're thinking about building a new home and you're trying to decide whether you want to go with a particular, there's a custom builder, and then what is the other kind of builder? Is that just more of a tract built home?
Yeah, you have a tract built home, or they call them production builders. In those companies, you're going to get something that's similar on pretty much every single house, and they have certain options and upgrades you can do, but if you want to move a wall from one area to another, you can't necessarily do it with them.
Well, you can sometimes, but they're going to charge you an arm.
Exactly.
If they let you.
Exactly. Where with us, you're really paying for the square footage. So if you're building a 2,500 square foot home, you're going to pay based off of that square footage. It doesn't matter if the wall's here or the wall's there. We don't have it pre-designed and pre-engineered for each individual house. It all comes down to the particular needs of each individual customer.
Got it. Okay. When you talk custom, I know that there's another question that usually comes with that, because most people do want to have a home. If you're building it, you want it unique to you and your desires and likes. People tend to think custom, they think more expensive. Is that true?
Not necessarily. So we don't value engineer like some of these production builders can do, where a lot of times they're doing a box, and it makes more sense to do it for the trusses and for the framing and everything. So are we going to be the lowest guy in town, or is a custom built home going to be the lowest built home in town? No, it's not. But you're getting a value if you are spending more money. But our costs are very similar to what the production builders are, because we don't have a lot of overhead either.
Well, sounds good. And what made you decide to get into the construction industry and become a builder?
That's a very good question. So I'd seen my father do it through the years, and we moved here about 26 years ago, and my father's been in construction ever since then. And I just saw it, and it just seemed like it was something that was right up my alley. I started on the low end, just working for somebody. I was a laborer, and I worked on a framing crew, and just kind of worked my way up and continued to enjoy it. So I stuck with it and became a general contractor.
Very cool. And now, if there's somebody out there that's thinking about building a new home, is there any information you can provide of things that they should be looking at? If they're right in the beginning process, they said, you know what, I think I want to build a new home, where should they start?
Well, they just need to call us.
Oh, okay.
So, no, there's a lot of different things you can do, but every individual person is going to have a little bit of different needs in particular. So if they're even considering, they need to pick up the phone and either call you or myself, and we'd be glad to answer any questions for them. I mean, even when it comes down to the financing and everything, a lot of times we have customers who come into us and they don't know where to start, and where to start with the financing. And then we have other customers who say, well, I've already gotten pre-qualified and I can borrow up to this amount of money. The problem is there's only certain lenders who will lend for construction loans. So we have 8 preferred lenders who we deal with, and we do programs all the way from VA construction, FHA with minimal down. We have several lenders who do 10% down, and there's actually some really great programs out there for really anybody who's in the market to build.
Sounds good. Well, you're definitely knowledgeable, and I appreciate it because, like I said, there's a lot of questions out there, and even though you can find some things on the internet, you might not always have all the answers that you need. So Brad, I thank you for taking the time today and answering some of those questions that I know is on everybody's mind when it comes to new construction. And hopefully we'll get to see you again soon.
All right, you're welcome.
Cool.
Thanks
And you
again.
can you'll see the phone number at the bottom and also a link to the website. Until next time, bye.
Bye.